but I need to set up an appointment so we can discuss with you what kind of services she needs.
When it comes to helping women out of an abusive situation, no one knows better than someone who's walked that road themselves.
I just want to leave a message for one of the children's services workers.
Maritza Stinson is a crisis counselor at YWCA's Harbor House, but she's still able to recount the painful memories that led her to seek shelter right here at the place she now works.
He wasn't too happy that I was seeing my family, and then I got to the point that I had enough.
Originally from Guatemala, Stinson came to Canada 24 years ago with her common-law husband and her 2 daughters, who were young children at the time. It was the early 90s, during a time of unrest and guerrilla warfare in her home country.
It was a very dangerous time in Guatemala in 1992.
Leaving Guatemala may have meant getting out of the frying pan, but not necessarily the fire. Stinson says her husband was abusive and controlling, and she wasn't permitted to get an education.
Latin American men tend like to control of the situation, own everything, so we women depend on them. So I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things.
So a friend of hers connected her with Harbor House.
Harbor House is a place where someone can come in the middle of the night with absolutely nothing who is fleeing family violence. We are able to provide them a bed, a safe place to be. We have 24-hour counseling services. We run a number of groups on how to overcome some of the issues that they're facing, how to access other resources, how to look for a new place to live.
Stinson took refuge here with her 2 young daughters.
But we stayed only a week because I was still in that phase that I wasn't sure if I should go back or not. And then
go back to him?
Yes.
Okay.
Stinson did go back to her husband after only a couple of weeks, a common practice according to YWCA's CEO Jennifer Lepko.
We know that a number of women who are fleeing violence will return, and so we want to make sure that they have some safety plans in place to protect themselves as best they can.
Less than a year later, Stinson was back at Harbor House.
They sent a taxi for us, and then I came. And I felt more confident because that was my decision. First time I felt it was more kind of pressure, but this one, it was my decision.
Thanks to the Y, Stinson, who was an uneducated immigrant, eventually got on her own 2 feet with her daughters. She learned English and began volunteering at the YWCA.
But it was in 2004 when I finally decided I want to work.
She went to school and got a degree in child and youth care. She's been working as a crisis counselor at Harbor House for the past 7 years.
So it's been a big journey for me.
Being a newcomer to Canada, overcoming the many obstacles she faced, and her dedicated work in the community has earned Stinson recognition from Lethbridge Immigrant Services.
For community service, Maritza Stinson, anybody who's familiar with YWCA, she's just done some tremendous things for the community at large. And her co-workers and all her colleagues, anybody who has worked with Maritza just had amazing things to say about her. She deserved this award through and through.
Now Stinson has come full circle, helping others who were once standing where she was.
Just sending an email, making a phone call, it will change somebody's life.
For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Jeannette Rocher.